I'm gonna guess top left, just because that
No,
makes sense.
I'm gonna
no.
go with
Oh,
the
okay.
cat chewing bubblegum, actually, for Chewy Cat.
Teagues.
I'm gonna guess the skull. Oh, I said the skull. I said the skull.
I'm sorry, man. My bad.
This one's
This
Mega
one's
Man.
Mega Man. This
Oh.
one's Mega Man.
This one might be right.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Earthbound podcast.
Welcome to the Tired Bound podcast.
Welcome to Earthbound podcast, the musical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we, if we do this for like so long, like we're like it's like years in the future, and we have like a budget, can we just create an entire musical episode of the Earthbound podcast?
Create an hour-long musical for this shitpost.
Yeah, that would be very.
Can you imagine?
Dude, and then like the closing song could be like an orchestral version of like
the wah.
Yeah, dude, that'd be awesome.
It would be a thing.
Yeah, dude. Anyways, for the audio listeners at home, if you couldn't tell, Teagues is very tired, but I'm also very tired.
Yeah, I had to talk to Franco, so as you can imagine.
Yeah, you got very tired because of that.
He is actually like the most exhausting person to talk to, I think, because dude, okay, I mean, like, we talked about how like he does Shark Cat and shit, or well, no, the exact point is that he doesn't do Shark Cat, even though he should be. So he was telling me again today. I talked about last time, about how he like was telling me in the past, like fucking months ago, like a year ago, that like he's not gonna work on it unless he has people like in call with him to fucking talk to him about it.
Oh yeah, you did talk about this last time.
And he reaffirmed that today. Like, he didn't pick this up from the last episode, but like he just reaffirmed it randomly. He was like, "No, I can't work on it unless you're in call with me." And I was like, "Well, I don't want to spend like 2 hours just in call with you, because then I'm probably not gonna be able to do that much." And he's like, "No, you can like work on Fragment Fable." It's like, I will not be able to work on a fucking thing if I am in call with you. Come on, dude. How am I with him talking? That's gonna be so distracting. Imagine trying to write a script with Franco in call with you. Like, he has like some of the worst ADHD of anyone I know.
I was gonna say, I don't understand, because the one time I was in call with him while he was working on it, like literally because I was in call with him, he kept on getting distracted and doing other stuff. Yeah, he's just gonna
get distracted and not work on it. I think that he's just making an excuse to hang out. He just wants to hang out, and he's making up this bullshit reason to do it. I was like, dude, you don't even want to work on Shark Cat. That's the thing. It's like, don't even bother. Just put it on hiatus or something, because you clearly just don't even want to make Shark Cat anymore. You like don't even enjoy it. If you have to force yourself to do it this hard and have such specific like prerequisites for you to do any amount of work on it, it's just like, dude, just throw in the towel. Come back to it later. Like, just keep
it's
the
like he has
papers.
He has these prerequisites, and like even with like the prerequisites are gonna prevent him from even doing it in the first place. Like, like, oh, I'll only do it while I'm in a call with you guys. But because we're in a call with him, he's gonna get distracted and try to do stuff with us.
Yeah. I don't dude. It's just, it is something. It's something. But connected to that, something that also he reaffirmed from the last, because he listened to the last episode when he slept, and he confirmed an experiment of ours, which was I did not expect this. I actually, like, he didn't have that strong of a reaction, but I freaked out, because you probably do you remember? It was we were talking about D&D.
I mean, I know what you're talking about.
We were talking about D&D, and we started to be like, oh yeah, Frank was probably asleep, so we can talk about it. And then we were like, oh, what if he has a dream about it? He told me today he had a dream about D&D. He doesn't remember it well, but he had a dream about D&D. He said he was an orc or some shit. And he didn't know that I said that in the episode. I was like, wait, no, that can't be real. You probably just made this up to make me look like an idiot. But I don't know, I was so convinced.
Didn't we say in the episode, like, oh, you're an orc,
I said he was a halfling. He was a halfling rogue, and he gets punched in the face. But I don't know. No, you did say something about an orc. You said, why am I thinking of big shirtless orcs or something? Or no, orc barbarians. I thought that was wild because he just said that to me. He was like, "Oh yeah." He was like, "I don't actually care if you guys talk about D&D or not, but I did have a dream about it." And I was like, "Jesus Christ!" While he was listening to the episode, so it works. So now we have this at our disposal. We have a weapon at our disposal that we can implant anything into Franco's brain.
Dude, imagine like in a future episode, we're like, Franco, you're working at a pizzeria with the 5 animatronic
Franco,
characters.
you want to work on Shark Cat? You want to work on Shark Cat?
Yes, this is how we get him to work on Shark Cat. Because we subliminally just message him like, you want to work on Shark Cat? Ooh.
Yeah, that's exactly it, dude. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like this podcast, like when we're talking, we're like the 3 ghosts of like Christmas past, present, and future, and Franco is Scrooge.
He's Scrooge McDuck or Scrooge.
Ebenezer
Scrooge. Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, I mean that's where he got his name from, right?
Yeah, Ebenezer Scrooge got it from Scrooge McDuck.
Yes. Sorry, I said the wrong name. But yeah, which ghost would you be?
I think I would be the presents.
You get Ghost of Christmas Presents.
Yeah, because I'm really jolly and I like giving out presents.
Yeah.
That's what the ghost did, right? He was like Santa.
Yeah. The past one showed like how Scrooge was like got a woman and was actually like happy with her.
Yeah.
The Ghost of Christmas Present showed like how he was being an asshole to like that one family. And the future
showed him how that kid was gonna die if he didn't fucking
and how he was gonna die, which is like honestly the fact that he showed like him dying, it's like I feel like that's like the least impactful thing. Like you will die one day. It's like yeah.
He's like you better start shaking your ass in a circle every fucking Christmas or everyone you know is gonna die. It's like fuck. Okay. I get it.
Fuck, I gotta change my ways.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest is that was the most effective one, I'm pretty sure, right? Like
that was the one that made him change his ways. It was like, oh wait, so this is good. He had to live the fact that he only changed because he realized the consequence of his action. If everything was gonna be the same, he would have been the same person.
Yeah, like if it was literally if they literally just showed off the past and the present, he would have been like, yeah, whatever. But the fact that he's like the consequences of your action, it's like no.
Yeah, it was like maybe he didn't actually change. Maybe he just is. It's a complete reaction. He doesn't even care. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I haven't thought about that shit since like 7th grade when we.
Yeah, I was about to say. Like the ghost of like the what is it, Christmas Carol it's called?
Yeah, Christmas Carol.
Yeah, that's like such an interesting concept to me. It's like you mess up so badly that 3 ghosts show up to tell you like, oh,
but why is it gonna be Christmas though, yo? Why can't it just be any time? Why can't the ghost just
do you think that they do any do they think they do any other like holiday or just regular day, or is it specifically have to be Christmas?
Easter past?
Yeah. Ghost of Monday's past.
Yeah. Like what the fuck? I don't know.
The ghost of Earthbound's past.
Yeah.
Franco, you said you were gonna work on Shark Cat in episode 32.
That's true. He's been working on it for like 2 years now, hasn't
he? Working on it is a stretch of a word.
Okay, not working. He started working on it like 2 years ago, and then like once in a while he thinks about it. So I guess he
Yeah,
hasn't exactly been working on it for 2 years. He's probably worked on it for a total of like a day.
Yeah, the last time I remember he was working on it was like, I think it was like a couple months ago, where it was a call of just me and him, and he had a camera pointed down on like his desk, and he was like making a panel, and it was literally like he was just specifying details because it was like a panel of just like a road, and then he got distracted and started doing other stuff.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, do you want to check out my Wii game?"
Oh my god. I remember when he was really into the Wii for like a week and then shut up about it forever.
Dude, that reminds me. Yeah. Is there a Wii game that like you think is like a super standout game for the Wii? Like, do you think it's like defining that isn't like Wii Sports?
Wait, like, oh, wait. Okay, like one that I just think is really good, or one that like is like the best representation of the Wii system.
Honestly, I was originally the first question, but then I pivoted to the second question, so
Oh
both.
man. Oh fuck, dude.
I'm excluding Wii Sports because that was like the reason people got Wii's.
That's like the obvious answer, because like yeah, that was like the thing. Wasn't that like the best-selling game ever for like a long time? Because that technically it just came with the Wii, so like anyone who had a Wii had it, and that counted as a sale. And now Minecraft's the best-selling game, which like to be fair, Minecraft's a lot better than Wii Sports, so that makes sense. But yeah,
yeah.
Dude, oh fuck, dude, because shit, man, that's a really hard question, because I don't know, like stuff like I always really liked Brawl as a kid, but I don't think that would be the best.
I was gonna say
like
Brawl.
Wii game. I don't know if that's the best representation for like my personal like image of the Wii, right? So I don't know. Maybe even Mario Kart Wii. I like Mario Kart Wii was really good.
I was gonna say the Super Mario Bros. Wii, because like that got rehashed.
Yeah, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It was yeah, that's true.
Like when it first came out, that was like
absolutely
defining.
I feel like,
and then they realized it was so defining, and so they re-released it like 5 times.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's that it was awesome. In fact, I played it like I don't know, like a couple months ago because I had a friend over and I was like, oh, I'll go through my Wii collection, and we tried that. It was actually all kind of more difficult than I even remember, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. It was such a good game, but it kind of got ruined by like the legacy of Nintendo just milking it for like so many years. Like, yeah, I'm so glad. Like, New Super Mario Bros. Wii was a really good game. I didn't play any of the other ones, not even the handheld ones. But like I'm so glad that era is over because like it just you have to end it at some point, man.
Honestly, I don't doubt that's the reason why it took so long for Mario Wonder to come out, because I feel like they were fearing the fact that they kept on rehashing over and over and over again.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Actually, no, I think that they probably wanted to break the streak because it also came like it was also re-released for the Switch, right?
It was. They made like one final like Switch fucking Ultimate Edition thing. Just like a little re-release or something. Yeah.
But yeah, so, I definitely feel like that is like defining of the Wii.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any others.
I don't know.
Mario
I know
Galaxy was for the Wii, right? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Mario Galaxy that's another good option. I would say really like, yeah, any of those like main kind of the big Mario games are probably a good choice because like, yeah, I don't know. Because like I don't know, there's the things that like I really like and really speak to me, but like I don't know, it's harder when it's like things that you think are like defining of like the Wii, and like if someone was like really wanted to like see like what was the Wii capable of, what made the Wii so great, like what games would you choose is like a really interesting question. So I don't know, because the Wii was such a broad console with so many fucking games. So
yeah, like there, genuinely, I feel like that was a good turning point for Nintendo. Like,
yeah.
Because I get there just definitely a lot of success, especially with like the GameCube and things like that, like and like the DS even.
Well, the
But it was
GameCube
like
was not very successful.
you know what I mean. Like it's now considered pretty successful.
Now, yes, people look back on it in high regard, but it sold so fucking badly. Like it
yeah,
really
yeah. But yeah, so that's why I feel like it was kind of like almost like the Industrial Revolution for Nintendo. It was like when it started picking up steam.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Another, I guess, Return to Dreamland, Kirby. I
that
know
was a good one. I don't know that I would show everyone that as like the
that's
ultimate
true.
Wii game because like I feel like it's not. I'm not sure it universally speaks to as many people. I think like I don't know. I feel like people who are older who are getting into it, or people who like play a lot of games, might have a harder time just because it's a really easy game, and like if you don't find it charming, it might not speak to you that much.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like I think with like like New Super Mario Bros, it's not like a super difficult game. It's like a moderate level, I would say. But it's like people who are more experienced with that kind of thing, I think, are still going to get some enjoyment out of like the deep like movement mechanics and shit. So yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any like Wii games that are like not really talked about that you really like?
Oh yeah, that was one of the questions I was gonna ask. Like literally, I talk to Franco about it all the time. Okami, like literally, I love Okami.
Yeah, that's
Hello.
true.
Oh,
Hi,
hello.
Josh.
Hi.
We're talking about Wii games.
Yeah, Josh.
Oh, cool.
Is there a Wii game that you like don't hear about very much, that you don't hear people talk about very much, but like is something you really like?
Oh God, I have so many of them. Hang on, let me get I have my entire game collection on the back of my closet door. Let me pull these out here.
You
Hang
brought
on
your
a
game
sec.
collection with you.
I brought some of them. I didn't bring all of them, but I brought my Wii and Wii U stuff with me. I have a lot of Wii games. I guess, Chu, do you want to finish what you were saying before I start?
Oh yeah.
I'll
I mean, I
probably
was just
ramble for a
talking
while.
about Okami. I really like Okami. It's a very like genuinely an art style I've never seen done before and since. Very much inspired by the mythology as well as just a very unique type of like combat and mechanics. And ultimately, I just love the story. It's like really fun.
Yeah, that is. I'm really glad they're making a sequel. I never played the like remastered edition, that like they released to Steam. I've never beaten Okami. I actually had never played it that much just because I was too young, I think, to really get it. But I'm really looking forward to whatever they have for the sequel because if it's good, I might even play it.
I'm so excited for the sequel, as good as the reaction video for the Game Awards. Like, I'm so excited for it.
Okami is also so interesting because, like, how like it was originally on like the PS2.
Yeah.
And then for the Wii version, they basically had to remake the entire game.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because like they couldn't afford it. I think they like a lot. I think it's mostly just because they lost access to like most of the materials. Because like I think something about like devs and publishers and shit were trading hands, and like they literally just were not able to access their old shit. So like it's crazy. It's crazy that happened. But yeah,
that's nuts.
Yeah, but Josh, I do want to know, are there any like kind of obscure or just not really talked about anymore, like Wii games that like you really like?
Yes. The Wii is so weird because it has so much released onto it, and there's so much that's known for it versus so much that's not known. I'm gonna talk about a few games that I feel like got skipped over. I have a really interesting case with it because the Wii was my first console ever, my childhood console. So I know a lot of, I don't know a ton of stuff, but the things that I did know about, I got very into because it was all that I really had. You guys know that like the Carnival Games series.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I used to see. I remember seeing it on like the store shelves as a kid.
Yeah, okay. I specifically really like the mini golf game from that series. I don't know, I don't entirely know why, but it's really interesting. They had a bunch of different themed courses. There was like a barn one and a fairyland one and a dinosaur one and a pirate one and just a bunch of different really cool courses, and they all had like little mini games that you could play in them, and there was like cosmetics that you could unlock by getting the different coins from the different stages, and they had like different gimmick levels, and it's a really fun and just genuinely well-made, silly game. I really enjoy it a lot. It's not it's something that I would probably play with you guys for like an evening if it weren't so hard to emulate because it does rely on the motion controls quite a bit.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
it was fun. Another one, Spore Hero. My
You have
first
talked about Sport Hero.
Yes, I have. My first escapade into the Spore series. I had no clue what Spore was before this, so I had no prior knowledge of the depth of the games that came before it. Um, but Spore Hero, honestly, it kind of gets slept on. It's sort of like a weird in-between stage. It's between like I wouldn't say it's between creature and tribal, but it has a focus on the creature stage in a way that it's like the creature stage, but then you apply like the galactic adventures, whatever expansion, like quest system. It's sort of like an RPG almost. It's kind of weird and it's I guess not RPG. It's more of an adventure game, but the way it incorporates the like piece system and like making your little guy is really cool. uh, the Wii controls work a lot better for that than you think they would, and they had a whole bunch of different little mini games that you would do with the motion controls. They weren't they were not very accurate, but in concept they were cool. And I think it's Sport Hero is just a game that gets often overlooked, but was actually a pretty fine game.
Yeah, I honestly like haven't heard anyone talk about it except for you. To be honest, you talked about it and you showed us like a fucking one time. I think it was like 2 years ago or something. We were chilling in Cole and like you just turned on like a random like long play of the game and we watched it for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was fun, but
Dude,
yeah.
we should do that again because we did that was a thing that we did for a while where we would just sit and call and just watch long plays of video
That's true.
games.
Like we like it didn't even matter how long we just watch it for like I don't know, fucking 10 minutes or something. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I had a bit for a long time where there was like this really long game where there were long plays of it that were like they were like 30 hours long. Like each episode of this like Let's Play.
There was like 7 episodes. They were 30 hours long each.
Yeah.
You were always like trying
I
to
would just
put it in the
spam
queue.
them in the fucking YouTube playlist. I was like, guys, I have a great idea.
I remember very specifically watching that one like Star Fox dinosaur game.
Oh yeah,
long
Star Fox
play with you
Adventures,
guys.
and
Yeah.
it was really funny because spoilers for Star Fox Adventures. I mean, don't bother playing it because to be honest, it's okay. It's not a bad game, but like I don't like that much of the Star Fox game. I thought that was kind of boring, but they ruined the fucking ending of that game because like okay, a little bit of a tangent because like it was developed by Rareware, and originally Rareware was going to make it an N64 game. It was going to be Dinosaur Planet. Nintendo still had Rare held by a leash. This was like the last game they were going to make for Nintendo, and they were like, no, you're not making this for the N64. You're making this for the GameCube, and it's going to be a Star Fox game, even though nothing precedented this as being a Star Fox game, except I guess the characters were like animals. So there's at least that thread. But yeah, so they had this villain like the entire game who was like fucking terrorizing dinosaurs or whatever. And in like the last 20 minutes of gameplay, it reveals that the villain was just a fucking puppet of Andros who died in the last in Star Fox 64, the last game before that. Because remember, this was the sequel to Star Fox 64, not Assault. It was Star Fox,
Right.
the sequel to Star Fox 64, and they just throw in Andros last second, even though he was dead. He literally turned into a brain and exploded. Spoilers for Star Fox 64. You should play that game actually.
And
But
then
yeah,
I
no, it
had
sucked.
dang. Well, there was one more game. Let me think. Yeah, one more game from the Wii that gets often overlooked, and it is Pac-Man Party.
Oh yeah.
Pac-Man Party? Oh, I think you've talked about this
Yes,
before.
I
dude.
have.
You have
I have.
Pac-Man Party.
It's really fun. Like, so many party games get overlooked, which is fair because most of them kind of suck. You got Mario Party is basically your main good one, but most other party games
What about
not
Eminem's
really
Beach
that great.
Party?
I haven't played it, but based on what I've seen, it doesn't look like the best time. Now, Pac-Man Party is so interesting because you still do the mini games, you still have battle mini games, but your main goal is you want to collect enough total dots because it's I guess not dots. They're called cookies. Um, and it shares a lot of DNA with a lot of different games, Mario Party most notably, but it pulls from all over the place. What's really interesting is there's a bunch of different boards, and each board has its own like boss. Um, so like there's a kraken inside of a pirate ship, there's like a Halloween pumpkin spider, there's a robot, like a giant robot teddy bear thing. Um, I don't know. It's interesting, but the gameplay mainly consists of you're traveling around the board and you are getting or leveling up your buildings. So if you land on a building and no one's there, then you take the building. If you land on a building, it belongs to somebody else, you have a little dual mini game with them to see who gets to take it. Um, and if you land on a building next to one of the buildings, I guess they're called castles technically. But if you land on another empty building next to the first empty building that you already got, then they can merge together into a level 2 castle or level 3 or whatever, up to like level 5 or 6 or something like that. And the more buildings that you have, the more cookies that you'll get when you pass the starting point again. So it's generally in your favor to have more buildings, and then after each turn, everyone plays a collective mini game, and the mini games are really fun. Like they are a pretty. I would say that there are plenty of mini games in Pac-Man Party that would rival some of Mario Party's best mini games.
Really?
Yeah, there's plenty that do like similar concepts to what's been done in Mario Party before, but there's also plenty of unique ones and plenty of really fun ones. Another interesting concept is that you can get like power cookies that can like which are basically the power pellets from Pac-Man, and they'll power you up to a certain degree in some of the mini games, but it's not entirely like an auto win situation. Sometimes it is, which can be a little scuffed. But there's also a lot of strategy to deciding which mini games do I save these for? Do I use it for this one? I'm behind in this one, so I can use it now to beat this other person. But what if they then realize that I'm going to use mine, so then they use theirs, and then I would have wasted mine for nothing except to exhaust them of one. So they're pretty well balanced. It's not like a broken concept that just you auto win every mini game if you have a power cookie. So there's a bit of nuance to that as well. And then the interesting thing is the bosses and the board events. These are technically not required, but every time a player passes a certain spot on the board, it'll move a certain like boss thing forward just a little bit. And after enough people have passed that point on the board, then it will not spawn, but it'll trigger a board event. And this will usually completely devastate the map. Like it'll sink certain people's castles, or like you'll have to cross different areas while moving around the board. So it can shift a lot of the game board and who's in control of what pretty rapidly. So that's an interesting feature to it. And then the bosses are not required to actually fight. You do get like good rewards from them, but it's really interesting that they are pretty key dynamic of the game, but also technically totally optional, and I find that pretty interesting. I've rambled on for a while, but yeah, I think Pac-Man Party is a really good time.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know, in terms of like party games for the Wii, I only really played Wii Party.
That's fair.
Oh, that's a good. That's a.
To be honest, Wii Party was not a very good game.
Well, I feel like actually, yeah.
I feel like actually it was, and you're wrong.
I feel like you're wrong.
Okay,
I was gonna say because we were talking, Josh, we were talking about before if there was a game that you felt was representative as the Wii, of a good representation of the Wii as a whole. And we came up with a few options, one of which was
like if you were showing someone the Wii who would never play the Wii, never played a Wii game, you were like, this is what the Wii is capable of. This is why it's so great. Like you only get to show them like one game.
Yeah, but it isn't Wii Sports, by the way. That
yeah,
I
you can't do Wii Sports.
You can't do Wii Sports.
Can I do Wii Sports Resort instead?
No.
Oh man, I really like Wii Sports Resort.
Yeah, that's good, but you can't, in that case, because that's the obvious one.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of tricky because there's a lot of different things you can do with the Wii.
Well, that's kind of one of the challenges of it, because like one of the things that was like one of the reasons why the Wii is so like beloved is because of the variety. So it's really hard to pick one game.
Yeah. The like basic, not basic, but I'm sure the most popular answer would probably be Mario Galaxy, because that's typically considered like the Wii's magnum opus. I really don't know. I really like Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I really like Donkey Kong Country Returns, but I don't feel
Donkey Kong Country Returns is a good one, but it's so difficult.
Yeah, I don't feel like either of them really represent what the Wii is, which is pretty evidenced by the fact that they've both been re-released on the Switch now. I mean, so is Mario Galaxy, but that's a bit different. I think I guess another good option would be Mario Kart Wii. That was like a really big title.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to know what Chu and I? If we didn't, I don't know if we said we both agree on this as like the one option, but I think it would be my answer if I had to pick one. Was New Super Mario Bros. Wii, right, Chu?
Yeah.
Was that like your like main answer, or is just one that you thought like?
I think it was one that I threw out there because that was the first one that came to mind. But after deliberation, I do believe that is my answer.
I would have to say so, because like the thing is, it's like it's harder to say now, I feel like, because Nintendo fucked up the legacy of the New Super Mario Bros. Shit. We talked about this earlier, just because they kept making more and more of them. But like I think. Well, it's just a good game, man. It's just it feels like with everything involved, the fucking motion controls, the multiplayer, and everything. It's kind of a middle spot in terms of difficulty, so I think it's something that a lot of people can get into. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, dude. I still feel like okay, it's weird because like when I was a kid, I think I've talked about this like off call, and especially with Frank because he likes this kind of thing. Was that like a game that I grew up with like really hard, mostly because my older sibling got me into it. Was Dragon Ball Z? No, it was just Dragon Ball. I think Tenkaichi Budokai 3. Or no, is it
Oh,
Budokai
yeah.
Tenkaichi 3? I don't know the fucking name of it, dude.
yeah, I know
So
what you're talking
I
Something
I
like
gr-
that.
I
I'm
grew up with it.
familiar.
I grew up with that really hard, and like it was weird because I didn't hear anyone talk about it for like a long time, and I didn't like. Apparently now it's really beloved, but like when I grew up with it, I'd never heard anyone talk about it. Like I didn't think it was popular at all. I thought it was just a random ass Dragon Ball Z fighting game for the Wii. But like now, like Sparking Zero is out, and it's not as good as Tenkaichi 3, but still, I don't know. That one to me, it's like a game that like to me is like still sort of obscure in my mind, and I really like it, but like probably would not be a great example of the Wii. You know,
Yeah.
in
Yeah, I
terms of
think
Yeah,
the
yeah.
obscure game question.
honestly, this is it's gonna sound really stupid because I just brought it up as like one of the like examples of an obscure game. But for me, whenever I thought about the Wii, I would think of Carnival Games mini golf. I don't know
That's fair.
why.
That's fair.
That's just what's representative of the Wii in my mind.
That's
I
fair.
guess another option that I would probably choose that most people wouldn't choose would be Animal Crossing City Folk
Oh
because
yeah,
I
yeah,
really
yeah.
Ooh.
I really like that one. I know a lot of people wouldn't pick it because for a lot of people it's just Wild World but on the Wii now,
Yeah,
which is fair.
but I think I know I really like City Folk. Not as much as
Yeah.
New Leaf, but still.
Yeah. New Leaf is definitely the best game, but that one will always be my personal favorite. It was my
Yeah, absolutely.
first, but it is definitely my favorite. And the new like I wouldn't call it a ROM hack. I don't know. The new like Animal
Yeah,
City Folk
there was a
Deluxe came out,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
that's the
It's
thing.
awesome. Yeah.
Um, but that's pretty indicative of the Wii era, I think.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. Um. But yeah, I don't know. Like you asked this question just out of nowhere, and it like it. I haven't. It led to so much more conversation I wasn't expecting. Um. Yeah.
To be fair, it just popped in my brain, and I was like, "Ooh, this
Yeah.
is a fun
But like that is a
question."
good question because like I don't know, the Wii is just it's an important console. It's an important system.
Yeah.
Um. But another thing is that Silk Song is out.
Oh right, yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah,
it's
that is the
fully just a
thing.
release, and I am not going to play it. I have not played it. I'm not going to play it because it doesn't seem like my kind of game. In fact, if you check its Steam right now, the reviews are like mostly negative. So
Oh really? Damn.
Really?
yeah, yeah, no, like apparently there's like the story just sucks. So
I don't believe you.
yeah, no, I made that shit up.
I
That's not true at all.
okay.
I was about to say I
Okay.
don't believe you.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely not fucking true. It's I'm sure I think it's very
Wait, I
possible.
just opened up Steam because I was curious. There's 39,000 reviews and it has 4.5 stars.
Very
Yeah,
positive.
yeah. Not overwhelmingly positive though. So like,
The first review it says this game is full of bugs and they're kicking my ass.
I have heard some complaints about it. Like it's not a perfect game, but like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean that's fair.
Yeah. No game
They could do
is,
better.
but
Yeah, give them another 6 years.
You would have thought that they would have made like the perfect game because they had so much fucking time to work on it, but like,
I mean, look at what was that one game? Concord, I think it was called. They had like 10 years and like a budget of like $1 billion and it got shut down like
Yeah.
in a week.
yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
think time is a good indication of how well a game's
Not
gonna do.
always, but
yeah,
yeah.
The Concord situation is so funny to me. Just the fact that even like people are like I know people complain about like character design and like just gameplay mechanics and things like that. Just and like but like people put like 10 years of work into it.
Mhm.
And imagine working on like Fragment Fables for 10 years. It's like a passion project of yours. And then the second you upload it, like I show up at your door and just say, "Oh, hey, Teagues, by the way, remember that time you gave me permission to your channel? Yeah, I deleted everything. I deleted all the files on your computer, by the way. So you can't re-upload it. So sorry."
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Except the thing with Concord is that like it just didn't see, like, for something that took so much time, it didn't seem particularly inspired because it was like another one of these hero shooter things. But like the designs were just nothing.
Yes,
it just didn't do anything interesting, and I don't really get the point.
I've seen a lot of. Oh, go ahead.
Also, I hate the fact that they named it Concord because that's like my favorite plane ever. And now when you look up Concord, it comes with the shitty canceled video game and not the the plane. So yeah,
That's fair. Getting back to Silk Song, actually, I guess I feel like we've talked about this in the past couple of weeks, but I haven't really like thought about it too hard. What are your guys' opinions on the original Hollow Knight?
I never played it.
I never
you also
played
haven't
either,
played it, but
yeah, I
after you
it.
bought it for him. No, Josh bought it.
Oh,
for
that's
you.
right, you did.
I bought it for Chew.
I thought you
for like a Secret Santa. We did a Secret Santa like 2 years ago, and you bought it for Chew.
Yeah, and I never played it.
The only Secret Santa thing I can remember is that one like pixel drawing thing I did.
Yeah,
and that's the only thing I remember about Secret
Santa.
Santa.
No, I don't think that even was for the Secret Santa. I think you just did that to be nice.
Yeah, I think
maybe.
I think
I know
it was
that
for. I think I thought
Crashers.
I thought it was like a Christmas thing, but like it was just to be nice, or it was for his birthday or something. I don't remember.
Yeah. Regardless, I think you bought me Hollow Knight, and I haven't even installed it. I just have it in my Steam library. But I despite not ever playing it, like based upon like stuff that I've watched about it, it looks like it doesn't look like a game I'd be good at, so I'm kind of glad I haven't played it because I would absolutely not be able to play through it because I do not have the skills as a gamer. But
yeah. Sorry, just looking like I've seen your Steam library before, and it's weird because like you do have a lot of games that like you haven't played at all, and then you play Roblox for like hours.
Yeah.
You have Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
You played it for 41 minutes, and now you played Roblox. You have a hat in time. You have a hat in time.
Yeah.
And you haven't played it.
Yeah.
I know also a bigger thing that you have, but you haven't played. We didn't need to talk about it.
Yeah. The one that you keep on telling me I need to play.
Yeah. Yep.
One day.
No, the fuck it won't be one day. Shut up.
Oh, I thought you said bitch, Josh.
Bitch.
What?
Bitch.
No.
Yeah, no, that's what I was like. I was so caught off guard. I was like, what?
Dude, imagine if Josh just started calling you bitch.
No.
That would be insane.
Josh should start saying bitch and ending every sentence in yo.
Like Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad.
No.
I had something I wanted to talk about on pod actually.
Yeah.
I've been waiting. So I think it was a couple days ago. I asked a lot of people a question.
Oh my god, this is where it was leading to.
Oh, it wasn't leading to this initially, and there's still something else I'm planning on doing with this information. But I did want to talk about it a little bit. The question was, if you had to pick, would you be pirate, cowboy, ninja, robot, wizard, or any combination of the presented options? And Teagues, you said wizard, cowboy. And Chu, you said robot, wizard.
Yeah.
Which is a good choice.
Yeah, those are both good choices. No, that's not the thing that I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to talk about is this is before I'd gotten like half the people's answers by this point. But not everyone's yet. But it was really funny because I was scrolling on my phone looking at my recent notifications, and the most recent things that I see is Teague saying, being a pirate would be ass. You ate hardtack and slept on a damp wooden floor with 40 other dudes. And I'm quoting this directly, swearing for this. Oh, that is what you said. And that was hilarious to me because every other response I had received up to that point was some form of pirate.
What? Do you
So
know?
it was
Do
really
people know
funny.
anything about how pirates live?
Yeah, dude, pirates are. I will agree with Cheeks. Pirates are very fantasized when
If
just
you
in a
know how
generalized
pirates
basis.
lived, you would not want to be one. They lived in the worst conditions and would murder people in the worst ways possible.
Yeah, fictional pirates are like very romanticized, while like actual pirates are like it's like a miserable life that is based off of necessity.
It was just really funny to me that at the top of my notification, Teague saying being a pirate would suck, and then below that is everybody else
I said it would be
saying
ass.
something. Yeah, is everybody else saying
A cowboy wizard. Now you say it, a cowboy wizard would be awesome though. Like a
dude, imagine your gun shoots out like fireballs and shit.
Dude,
that reminds me. Actually, there's a game like that. I would need to find it on Itchy.
Dude, you have a fucking 6-shooter, and every chamber shoots a different spell. You know?
I need to show you this game if I can find it. I played it like maybe it was like a year ago or something, but it was like a shooter, but it was like alchemy based, so you would combine different elements to fire different types of shots out of your gun.
I know what you're talking about.
It was really interesting. I'll need to try and find it later.
You might be. It might be something different, but Wizard. I remember that there was a game called Wizard with a Gun that was similar in concept to that. No, it literally is.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
I'm not sure. I'll need to find what I'm looking for.
But I wasn't even thinking of like having spells in like a 6-shooter. I was imagining like you're like have your hand in like a pistol position and you're like firing like magic bullets. Just
that would be really cool too.
Would it?
Yeah.
Would it?
This is the game.
Ooh.
Oh. Awesome. Josh, what would you be though?
Oh,
that's a great question. I didn't really so it's interesting. I wasn't originally gonna do anything with this information when I gathered it. I just asked it because I was curious. I'm pretty sure the first person I asked was Chu, and then I continued to ask more people afterwards. And a ton of people asked me, "Is this gonna be for anything?" And I was like, "No, it's just a question." Now I think that I might end up doing something with it, but I'm not entirely sure yet. As for what I would be, that is a really good question. Gosh, what would I? Wizard automatically makes anything cooler because there's just magic, but I'm trying to think about it a little more in depth than that.
Dude, a ninja wizard where you're like creating your own smoke bombs, like, and you're like, oh, dude, you're throwing like shurikens, but they have spells attached to them.
Dude, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
I think Ninja Cowboy would be kind of cool.
Oh.
I'm trying to think about this because initially I was thinking about something to do with pirate, but if we're not going the romantic
Yeah, no,
version.
actually, if it's romanticized, I can at least understand it. I'm not
wouldn't
gonna say
choose it,
I
but, like,
agree.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm just saying I
even
would
the
understand it
romanticized
more than
version
just
is like too
historical pirate.
specialized. I feel like it's not
Yeah,
as
I
broad as
wouldn't.
wizard.
I wouldn't want pirate on its own. I would probably have pirate with something else. Like most people didn't just pick pirate. The most, not the most common, but a a combination that I saw multiple times was pirate and ninja, which I think makes a little bit of sense.
Okay, that's double specific.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a choice that I don't agree with, but I respect.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Honestly, the more I think about it, the cooler Wizard Cowboy sounds. But I'm trying to think about this a little bit more because I don't want to be like one person that I asked where I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna choose all of them. Because one
Was it
person,
Franco? Was it Franco?
I will neither. I'll give you this much. No, it was not Franco. Franco did not pick every option. Franco, in fact, was one of the only people that only picked one standalone option.
What?
Which you might see if I end up doing something with it again later.
Mhm.
But let me think. I know I want Wizard to be some part of it. In the past, like as a kid to tween years, I was obsessed with ninjas. So
Uh-huh.
typically ninja would be the pick, but honestly, I think I might go with I would probably I don't know is my honest answer, but as of right now, I'm feeling Wizard Cowboy.
I was gonna say, I feel like out of all the options, Wizard has to be at least one because Magic is so versatile in all sorts of different forms of media.
Magic could be so many fucking things.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with a statement as broad as Wizard.
Yeah, you could do anything.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Potentially.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not the world builder here. That's Josh's duty. I don't have to fucking do any world building for this one. That's the only time in my life I think I've ever said that.
Josh, do some world building. What kind of robot am I?
Yeah, can we finally do a project where I'm the only person who's not world building and someone else does all that shit?
What do you mean? I have a project where I world build.
That's true. That's true. But I'm not okay. I'm not a collaborator on that exactly.
Yeah, Josh, you need to do a project where you will world build. This is it.
Josh basically has because he had that thing when he was a kid.
That is
that's true. That's true.
This probably is not going to be a world building thing. This is going to be for something else. But I have been bouncing around a few ideas in my head loosely that I would like to, not necessarily that I have a world that I want to build from, but I have like various like very tiny ideas of specific objects or characters or animals, and I want to figure out a way to put them together just because. So eventually maybe I'll do something with them. For now those ideas are just kind of stuck in my head. But yeah, for right now, this isn't going to be anything yet. It'll probably end up being something eventually. Yeah. I guess I can just tell you guys right now because like only 2 people listen to this. I'm planning on using this information for presentation night in some regard, which may not ever happen, and I don't know when or if I would even make this said presentation. But if we do presentation night, this is probably involved with it.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I felt when I was asking him. Remember when I was asking that question about the frogs and shit?
Yeah, dude.
I had plans behind the scenes for a long time that I did not talk about for a long time. I have talked about it since then, but I didn't talk about it back then. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that is it's an interesting question. I really want to see the fucking results of that survey eventually. I want to see what different people
Oh,
said, because like
absolutely.
I gotta know this shit.
I would very much like to present the answers.
Are we ever gonna do presentation? No, I can't do. I cannot do presentation. I'm gonna be so scared if I ever
I
have to
was
share my
gonna
screen for
say
anything.
you are the oh, I was gonna say you're the busiest person I've ever met in my
Okay.
entire life.
Yeah, okay, the time is one thing. I mean, I must have not can spare an evening. Like, I'm not the most busy person. I choose to make myself more busy is the issue. I have really bad making skills in regards to giving myself free time where I can do things with people. But even if we did it, like I'm scared to share my screen ever because I'm afraid that I'm gonna like show my desktop and it's like there's just a penis there that like I didn't know was there. It's like I don't know how it got there. Guys, I promise I did not save that. That's not my picture. I didn't save that. I didn't download that picture. I don't know how it got there. But it's like it's there and that's like my nightmare.
But dude, if it got there, you're the only one who really uses your computer. How else would have it got there?
I don't know, but it's not. I didn't do that. That's not mine. That's not mine. I didn't take that
You
photo. I didn't
could
download that photo. I didn't do anything with that. That was a program I downloaded probably.
technically you could make the presentation and then send it to someone else to stream.
I could, but I don't want to. So, dude, I don't even know what I'd present right now. If you asked me to do that right now, I'd probably just talk about fucking Fragment Fable because that's all I think about anymore.
Yeah,
and that'd be like
That's
the most
real.
boring choice.
I never had any idea what I would present until last night when I asked this question, so that's fair.
Yeah.
I still have no clue because like I could do the boring thing and just talk about Kirby lore, but it's like I don't want to do that just because that's like the obvious
because that's all you
choice.
talk about anyway. So
You could
Yeah,
talk
exactly.
about Digimon lore instead.
That's true. I could talk about Digimon lore.
Yeah. Why don't you?
Because I don't know Digimon lore as well as I know
Sigh.
Kirby lore. Sigh.
Well, okay. I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Josh,
Yeah,
what
I
kind
don't
of
know.
robot am I?
Well, that's up to you mostly. What do you want to be?
Well, what kind of robots are in your world that you're building?
As of right now, that's not decided, so you could make up literally any kind you want, and I'd be like, okay, cool.
Like, is it just like classic, like really heavy set, like almost like very like steel and iron, or is it like like
You didn't say
mechanical,
anything.
like very like futuristic, almost rounded, like hovering robots?
Literally any. Both of those
Literally.
are acceptable options.
I'll have to think on it. But I
Okay.
feel like a wizard robot is gonna be really cool. Like there's a lot of options of in terms of like spell
Yeah.
casting, like even then, like like I feel like that's like a combination where it has the most possibilities.
Yeah.
Like because I feel like the others are a little limited, but like with wizard robot, like you got a whole canvas in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That could be anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I fucking listen, man. I don't mean to throw us on a tangent, but like, dude, I have so many mixed feelings about world building. Like, it's like I like it so much, but I also fucking hate it so much. Do you guys ever do world building like in like a just on anything?
Yeah. I have a bunch of D&D worlds that I have to like expand.
But
Like
like,
I don't go I don't go. I will say I don't go crazy enough to like your level of world building. I genuinely could not do that. Like you have like I have like geological like tectonic plates and things
Well,
like
yeah,
that.
that's the thing
And
is that I don't want to do world building like that if I'm not going to do it right. Okay, there's a there's two layers to world building for me. There's one which is the literal, and then there's one which is just the dreamlike shit. Where the literal is what I'm doing with Fragment Fable, where I'm studying fucking constantly and figuring out how shit works and trying to make all of this realistic. Of course, you're never gonna do this 100% realistic. It's to meet your own needs, and especially it's not necessarily like you're not 100% doing a simulation thing, but because you want to meet also an artistic literary goal, right? But
yeah,
in order to make a lot of these things make sense, I'm trying to do this shit realistically, which is why I'm like studying how to do climates and shit, and how cultures move over time and change. Um, and there's also like the shit where it's really kind of centered around the idea of how not everything makes sense and not everything is explained. And I'm not doing it's like the thing is I don't the one thing that I don't like in any sense is the pantser type of writing where it's not based upon really anything. It's just you write it down because it's the first thing that pops into your head because it's based off of whatever assumptions and tropes you've picked up from other sources. I don't really like that because I feel like it doesn't bring anything new to the table. But also it's like the other kind that's not literal is just the I like the cow tools type writing where it's like you just give a fucking idea and like you don't have to explain everything. The point you can make shit really deep based upon the idea that you don't fucking know what's happening. You don't have to. That's not the point. It's supposed to be like just imaginative, right? That's what I was doing with the bog shit. But yeah.
I was about to say that's the world building I sort of default towards most of the time.
Yeah. It's just that like I hate fucking most fantasy world builders because it's all just fucking tropes and shit. It's all just Tolkien-esque shit. I like why? Like, okay, does every setting need to have like all of the staples of fucking goblins and elves and orcs and fucking dwarves and shit and just and all of this other bullshit that is completely unnecessary? Like, huh?
Mm.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I do get what you're saying, especially with like I feel like world building is just that it's just quite literally just what you make of it. Like I feel like the point in which you're like, "Oh, okay, this is what I want to do." Like the decision is ultimately yours as to how much you want to do in terms of world building.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like you don't like some for some people you don't have to go that hard, but for some people it's like, "Oh, I do have to go that hard because I want to flesh out this world as much as I can."
Yes, and it very
Well, like
much depends upon your intent with what you're
yes,
putting out there, what you're
exactly.
doing with it. If you're doing a fucking D&D campaign for your fucking friends, do whatever you're gonna have fun with. It doesn't fucking matter. If you're making like
Yeah.
a book or something, then like yeah, there's a deeper level there because you've got to think about
Mm.
like you've got to think about just the intents of like why am I doing these things? Why why is the thing that I'm doing, why is this shit that I'm writing going to be useful or constructive to my overall body of work, right? So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. Like I know I'm like a lot more intense about it than like most people really need to be because like for most people it doesn't fucking matter. But like again, if you're like serious about writing and you're really passionate about it, I think it's important that you think about that stuff, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Um I feel like I cut you off and you didn't get to finish a thought because of my autism. Did you have something you want to say?
I'll be honest. I don't remember what I
Okay.
was going to talk about.
This does remind me though. I've never bothered to sit down with you and actually talk like geology and like history of formations and stuff like that for Fragment Fable.
Yeah.
And I don't know when we're gonna have time for that. I'm gonna just send you my
Uh-huh.
notes
Okay.
And you
Okay.
and if you really want to,
I have done some studying on my own time as well. So
yeah,
I do know some
yeah,
stuff, and I've been developing shit and maps and
yeah,
shit. So many maps. Oh my God. But yeah. And
yeah.
also something that you don't fucking think. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you were talking. I went on another tangent. Something
Um,
that you don't expect that you'll get into is making flags. But anyway, uh Josh, you can go ahead.
um, it's not super important, but just like the main things to look out for would be cratons, orogenies, glaciations.
Hmm.
Trying to think of what other major things there were. Um, yeah, I can't remember every single like term off the top of my head because I haven't thought about this stuff in months.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I get it. I get it. I get it. Um, yeah. Sorry, I have a tendency. I like whenever we talk about like this shit that like I start cutting you guys off because like, dude, I sound like a fucking cokehead like this entire call because like when we talk about Fragment Fable and world building, that's like the shit that I think about in all of my free time. So like, oh no, dude, I can't. I just start talking about it. I can't stop, dude.
I really
I
Oh
don't
wait,
know.
hang
I
on.
really like hearing about
Hang on,
it.
I need to do something.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Franco, you're in a pizzeria, and there are 5 animatronics trying to get you.
Franco, don't forget to check Pirates Cove.
You need to check the stage, Franco. Chica's gone, Franco.
Franco, listen for the audio cue in the kitchen. Don't bother checking the camera.
Franco, watch your battery level.
Franco, the doors. You can't close the doors, Franco.
Franco, your haircut looks stupid today.
Oh.
Do you want to? So Josh did show up a little late.
Oh
Do
yeah,
you want
we
to explain
didn't
what happened?
explain this. So remember last time we talked about D&D, and we were like, yeah,
Yes.
Franco's probably asleep, so it's fine. We can talk about it. And then we started to joke about like, yeah, what if he has dreams about D&D? Um, Yeah, so I called
Yeah.
him like a couple hours ago, and he told me he didn't like remember because he fell asleep to listening to the last Earthbound podcast. He did not remember we talked
Yeah.
about that, but he had a dream that he was in D&D, and I like freaked out, and
That
he didn't have much of a reaction. I was like, are you messing with me? Are you actually trying to make me look dumb?" But like he was for real, I think. I was like, what? So it
That's
worked. Our strategy worked.
that's awesome. So wait, we can just
We
like we
can
can
put
just
any
influence
thought into
Franco's
his mind.
dream.
Dude, we can subtly influence him forever now. This is gonna be
Yeah.
awesome.
No, he was literally telling me on
That
call. He was like, "Okay, make sure you have to make me have like really good dreams. I'm like on a beach and I have like a big like drink and stuff. And I have like a hot wife."
Oh
And
well, that didn't
now he's in
happen.
FNAF, so you know, make it what you will.
And FNAF with a really bad haircut.
That's true. That's true. I didn't have to include that. I just kind of threw it in because I didn't know anything else
Frank
about FNAF to talk about.
Franco, the animatronics are Vocaloid this time,
There's
but they're
Hatsune
still
Miku.
He's gonna
they're still
purposely get
gonna get
fucking.
you.
He's gonna purposely get spring trapped if that shit were true.
Uh,
Oh my god, dude.
that's really funny. I'm curious to hear if it happens again with this one. If he's gonna be like, dude, I had FNAF dreams. Um, I I feel like at some point that has to be some kind of psychological torture, but also it's really interesting that it actually some kind of effect.
But who's gonna tell on us? Who's gonna catch us? Franco's in Spain. Who's he gonna tell? He's gonna tell on us. How is he gonna? Was he gonna call our police? No.
He's gonna call the United Nations.
There's gonna be like a global investigation into us doing this.
Technically, psychological torture is a war crime, I'm pretty sure. So
we're gonna get like really long.
Technically.
We're gonna be like executed for this, dude. You can't
Could you
violate the
imagine
Geneva
it?
Convention.
Dude, can you imagine in like a major like world war and like soldiers are taken prisoner like off like in another country and like but they're just like in a room and as they're sleeping like and like the enemy soldiers are like, you're in Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Like, could you imagine?
Dude, that's probably gonna happen. That's probably gonna happen in the next war. The next big war that happens, that's gonna happen. If we ever get drafted, we know how to win.
Yeah,
No, I'm not getting
just
drafted.
like,
Fuck that.
yeah. I
Wait,
literally do.
Wait, are you in the selective service?
I am.
Yeah, I was like, you have to get signed up before you're like 20.
I was about to say I remember you asked me about it at one point and I was like, I genuinely don't know. And you're like, you have to check because if you're not, you're gonna go to jail.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, let me go check. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm good, guys.
I think I asked you because it was probably around the time I turned 18 that I asked you because I remember I had to do that.
Yeah.
Josh, did you do that?
I don't remember doing it though.
For me, it just kind of automatically happened. I just got like a card in the mail, and it was like, "Hey, you're in this," and I was like, "All right then."
But the draft's never gonna happen, so like the draft wouldn't work.
Basketball draft.
Oh shit! You're right. I'm gonna be in the NBA. No.
As funny of a concept as it is, I don't really want to give Franco nightmares. Like I don't.
But I do.
I don't mind going like, Franco, you're next to an orc barbarian and a dwarf. Like I don't mind really putting him. I don't mind putting him into D&D land because like that doesn't much.
He loves FNAF though. He likes FNAF way more than D&D.
I guess that's true. I don't want to give him, but it's also like a horror game. I don't want to like put him in a horrific situation, but I don't mind putting him in a situation of where he's just like annoyed.
Speaking of like making people have nightmares and stuff, like have you guys ever lucid dreamed before?
Oh, I used to do that fucking all the time. I had a method.
I've had a couple recently where it's like I'm like, oh, this is a dream and I could do anything, and I'm like trying to shape the dream to do what I want, and the dream is just not cooperating.
You gotta meditate and you gotta be practiced. That's the thing.
I've probably lucid dreamed at some point, but it's not a common occurrence.
Dude, it's awesome, dude. Okay, I need to fucking sell this shit. You people, everybody needs to start fucking meditating. Like, dude, it's fucking awesome. You just gotta start doing that shit. It's like, it's just a fucking cheat code, dude. It's literally like you fucking infinite stats glitch. You know what I'm saying? Just like do that shit, dude. It's fucking awesome. No, man.
Yeah, I've tried to. It's like literally, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fly now, and I'll like jump, and it's like it won't work. Like I'll just like jump off the ground, and I'll be like, well, I guess I'm not flying. Let's go find something else to do.
You gotta build yourself up like cognitively. Like, you have to meditate. Have you ever meditated, Chip?
I've tried like once before, and like I think it was very nice, but it was definitely not something for me because I am so ADHD and autism coded. Like I cannot sit still.
Well. Okay, so what? You fucking say the same shit about me. You say that I have ADHD and I'm able to do it.
You can but do it. Mine is. I think the only person that I know that has worse ADHD than me is Daisy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Franco.
Oh, Franco also, honestly, but I feel like both of them have. I'm sorry, Josh, but I think both of them have really bad ADHD.
Why are you apologizing to Josh for insulting Franco?
Yeah. Yeah, specifically
Are you offended?
Franco.
Are you offended that you insulted Franco? Oh,
I
okay.
wish Franco and Daisy didn't catch strays so often out of nowhere, and I wish like the main joke.
Okay, wait,
I wish the
okay.
main joke of you guys interacting with them wasn't like
Okay,
poking
here's
fun
the
at them.
Daisy. I understand because Daisy is okay. Franco throws so much shit around. I will be nice to him, and he will just still be toxic. Franco, I don't feel bad for. Daisy, I sometimes feel bad for because sometimes sometimes Daisy doesn't talk shit. Franco will always be talking shit. No, I don't really feel that bad for Daisy though.
Guys, I just love Josh's immediate like. I just wish you guys would stop making fun of them.
Yeah,
I like, I don't feel bad for him.
I don't. It doesn't matter, dude. That
is what I am saying.
I do feel bad sometimes, but I feel like every time I say it, I do regret it like a little bit, and like, but I feel like that's just kind of the dynamic that we've kind of built up at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Build a different dynamic. I don't know.
All right. Franco, Daisy, what dynamic do you want? Comment on this video.
No, I'm not changing. I'm not changing for Franco. He did this to himself. He's just like actual like 9/11 every day.
If you want to do like back and forth with Franco, that's fine.
Well, if it's not back and forth, then it's just going to be him insulting me. So I have to do it back. Daisy relaxes sometimes.
Yeah. I just ask Daisy like if she's high or drunk sometimes, and she'll be like yes or no. Yeah. She again. I hate. You know what? I'm gonna restrain myself. I'm not gonna talk about it because we just had a conversation about how we need to be nicer to them.
Thanks, Chew.
Yeah, so that means I don't have to be nice anymore because it builds up like free space in like the mean.
I'm evil, Teagues now.
Oh, I'm evil. Yeah, I am God.
Dude, you're Teagues.exe.
Yeah. Okay. Dude. Sigh. Listen, dude, listen, man, this semester is I have a weird schedule this semester, dude. I get home like late at fucking every day, so I don't know, I'm like in a weird mood nowadays.
Yeah, that's fair.
But anyway. Oh my god. Chew, are you doing anything?
Oh, am I doing anything?
Are you weren't you gonna like start doing something like outside of your work because like you want to move ahead in life?
Oh yeah, I was doing